companion, does that have to be another PC, or can it be because I'm technically married in game? That works.
We could do that. Let me look at the semantics involved there, just to see how that may or may not complicate things. Do 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 do. That's buff. Let's see. Oh, there's a nice interpose thing. I do not have a problem with that at all.
Sounds good.
And you'll see on there that wife isn't a choice, but I don't care. It can be.
I'm assuming that it works like another character is my lover, so I'm like, that works.
Yeah. Well, ideally, your wife is your lover and your dearest friend.
Exactly.
That's not
So I get
always the
double the
case,
buff,
then
right?
that's okay. What's that?
So I get double the buff, right?
No. But nice try. So let me see. That might be something that we have to add manually after your character is done. Like after you get your level up done, we can manually add in those things. Yeah, because it has the rules for it in the compendium, but it's not like a feat to drag and drop. So yeah, we'll get that manually added when your level up is done.
Nice.
And we'll keep that open. Also, I know that Armin rolled for goals a while ago.
Yeah, I figured you'd get to me when you had a chance.
You may have had this one before, or might already have it. Let me know if you want me to switch some numbers up. There you are.
Don't think I've had that.
Okay.
Get a tattoo could be fun.
Yeah.
I think they fixed it. It didn't mess up. Oh, they didn't add the hit points. That's weird. That's weird. Why didn't they add the hit points?
First thing, one of the first things anyway, it usually asks for hit points right away.
Yeah, but it said 61, but it didn't change my hit points. That's weird.
Can manually change that on the sheet.
Yeah, I'm gonna override it.
Said it was 61.
Yep.
All right, let me go in there and I can edit that for you.
Yeah. See, we got the spell. Alright, time to remind your elemental.
Right.
And Primal Strike.
Armin taking a long rest.
I'm probably going to need it after whatever my date ends up being.
I didn't add the Primal Strike to my features and traits. That's weird. This thing messes up.
You have deaded yourself to one of the following sacred roles. Did you choose Magician or Warden?
I feel
No,
so
that
bad
was
for
wrong.
Thieves now.
I had that a long time ago. I just hit the wrong button.
Oh, okay.
So it allowed me to use martial weapons.
I feel really bad for Thieves who fight me now.
I will disengage.
I'm still going to hit
will
you.
Die. Yeah. Oh, I missed? Well, not really, because I still graze you.
Yeah, and the feat I just took is Sentinel, which means if it still kind of acts like the last one, it would make their. Let's see here. Where's the? Let's see. There's Sentinel.
The 2024 version says you get an ability score increase, and then it gives you that guardian feature. And
Oh,
then,
that's where the Guardian feature
yeah.
comes from.
And then halt. When you hit a
Oh.
creature with opportunity, you slow them down. So then, if they're
To
trying
0.
to get away, like they do the disengage, if you
I
hit them
disengage.
with the
Hit you.
attack. Now, let me clarify before we get there. The graze does not count as a hit. So if you graze them, they can still move. Okay. If I were playing that, I'd be like, well, technically they took damage, so what hit them? The air. Oh, me? So I hit them so they can't move? I'd lawyer the shit out of that. But yeah, no.
Like I do that, but you can't do that.
But I had the effect name for Primal Strike, but it's not under features and traits, so I can't put it up on the chat thing.
What feature is that?
Primal Strike.
Primal Strike. Let me see if I can
Yeah,
track
it
that
allows me,
down.
allows me to add 1d8 damage to either a weapon or with animal strike.
And so we got Primal Order. Elemental Fury is your Primal Strike. The might of the elements flows through you. So it's on your sheet under feats or features under Elemental Fury dash Primal Strike.
Oh, okay. That's why.
Yeah. And then, so let me see on your combat page, do you have a toggle to turn that on? Why, yes, you do. If you scroll down underneath your attacks, it is a toggle button you can use to turn that on. Let's see, attack while using weapon or a beast form's attack in wild shape. That's awesome. And cause the target to take an extra elemental type of damage that you get to choose. So that's awesome. That can be circumstantial. You don't have only one. Very cool. I don't know why it double posted the Primal Strike feature, but whatever. And that can happen once on each of your turns. So not based on rests or anything. You can just do that every turn. Add the D8. That's super cool.
It is.
Nerfter. I found a couple of sweet new maps for Theros. I chose one that I liked the best to upload. I still have the old original one, but there's a great contrast between them, and
At least the
I'm just
master is working
happy
out.
with
They
it.
must, they must, they must have fixed it.
The what, sorry?
The master seems to work now, so I guess they fixed it.
Yeah, like I said, if it doesn't error now, hopefully it probably won't moving forward. And they are constantly working to improve bugs. I don't get regular updates on that. Maybe I should, but I know that they're constantly working at it. I did another survey the other day that was asking about the arrangement of the tabs and the journal and stuff. I was like, as I usually do, I was like, yeah, that works fine. Add the map pips and give me more games to share my compendium with. That's always my complaint. And every single time they give me a quiz, I'm like, yeah, that's fine, but do these.
Why would Call Lightning be a toggle? What would that do?
Because it's a
Um,
concentration spell. You can just keep snapping it.
What do you mean?
Isn't that spell one that lasts for a minute? You can just use that for your attack strike?
Yeah, but why would it be a toggle?
So that you can toggle it for your attack.
I'm looking at, let me see.
But they have a damage thing for Call Lightning, so why would they need a toggle? That's what I'm trying to wonder.
The
Because you have to hit
toggle
them.
is extra, like every turn. Let's see, concentration. So you get your cylinder. When you cast a spell, they take damage. Until it ends, you can take a magic action to call down lightning in that way again, targeting the same point or a different one. But
Yeah,
it
I
is
know
a
what.
very drastically different amount of damage.
Yeah, one says attacking damage and one says damage. I don't understand why they
Until it
got
ends,
as
you
a
can use
toggle.
magic action to call down lightning again.
Yeah, I know
The
what it
effect
does.
is call lightning outside. Oh, when you're outside, you do more damage, I think, if there's like a storm area.
Oh, so that's toggle.
Yeah, the
If
spell's
there's a
damage
storm in.
increases if you're
Okay,
outdoors in
I
a
got it.
storm when you cast it.
Yeah.
Probably what the toggles were then.
The toggles for them. But why
Yeah,
is there two of them? One's attacking damage and one does damage.
that is potentially an oversight.
Is
In
there
the
anything
book
about
of
a
the
spell attack
spell, it's
roll?
not from the feature. The effect, call lightning outside. Effect, call lightning outside. Call lightning spell. It is concentration. It is a cylinder. Take a dex save. I think it probably didn't mean to do a double post because it does take a magic action. So it is an action to strike down again. So it's not like you can do the call lightning and then attack with your sword and have lightning strike. So yeah, it has to
No,
be
yeah.
an
Lightning
accidental
is
double post. Yeah. I will just delete one,
yeah. He could use
and there you
circle
go.
form, but I don't know why circle form as a toggle.
Let's see. Doesn't have modifiers. It might change your AC because it changes your AC to, if
Yeah,
the
we
beast's
already
AC
have.
is higher, then it's 13 plus your wisdom. It
But
gives
we
temporary hit
already
points.
have creature of things. The creature sheet. We already have that.
Well, but if the creature's AC is less than your wisdom plus 13, then you get that. Might just be something that to remind you, like, hey, you're in your beast form. I don't know.
Well, you can remove it. I no use.
Might as well not clutter the sheet.
Well, I'll just ignore it.
Oh, well, I
Uh-huh.
deleted it, so.
Is everyone leveled up?
Let's see. Animal Friendship
Yeah,
has
I'm all
2
done.
postings. Let me delete that one. So I'll keep both of those. Keep that. Hello and welcome.
Hi, Erica.
Hello.
Hello, hello.
Enjoy a birthday level up.
Yeah.
Only a level.
Yep.
Si, Senora.
We are now 7th level.
How is Aster looking? I have not heard anything from him yet.
I'm looking through options.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
I did already get goals for Armin. Do let me know if Avra, Arianwin, and Aster need goals. You can do that after the level up. No worries. Just putting that out there again. And I mentioned the new map. Let me slide over. So this is the old map. Very plain, very one-dimensional. Well labeled and organized, I think. Functional. Oh, and if you guys have any amount of lag, let me assure you, and especially after zooming in and stuff, that it will populate and the pixelation will go away and it will become clear. This applies to both maps. The new one is pretty big and pretty detailed, so it might take a moment. But yeah, it's this is the existing map, pretty plain. You do get a little bit of indication of like some forestation and some mountain ranges and stuff. The Despairlands are a little bit darker. Adunos is a little bit darker. But check out the new and improved.
This one looks like it has political structure and stuff marked out. That's
A
nice.
little bit, yeah. And yeah, not just political structure, but regionally, things are a little bit more highlighted in the features that they are. Again, a wait for the pixelation to clear. It took me a long time.
It took a second for me too.
Yeah, well, I'm
Yeah, me
still
too.
waiting for it to clear up. But yeah, even when you zoom in, because it is so detailed, if you zoom in, it'll have to take a moment to clear up as well.
My Zoom
I
is
do.
fine. It just took a while from the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah, I absolutely like the new map better.
Oh yeah, it's more detailed.
I
I
called
love
it
how
on the page
colorful Skull of Vale
dynamic
is.
map,
Yep.
right? There is
Also, I
nothing
need
about it.
2 part 1 gold.
You do? Or are you just copying Brian today? You get 2 goals. Well, I want 2 goals too.
So did I miss anything? Did I miss a session or?
I don't think so. No, I think we're all on the same page. We postponed from last week because of the birthday, so it definitely probably feels like it's been a while.
So we're level 7?
Yes, ma'am.
Yep.
Hmm.
Well, that might be a difficult goal for Avra. I will let you know if you want me to change that. This one, easier, much easier for Avra.
So the last thing we did, we finished the games. That was the last thing, right?
Indeed. We'll dive into a more full recap, but yes, the games have ended quite successfully. A criminal was found and executed quite successfully as well. Hence the
Yeah,
splash
can I
page.
try a different one for the first one? Like, see what the other one would be?
I can. I'm going to need you to roll for me a d6.
The D6.
4. Well, how is your intelligence?
That's still more doable than the other one.
Yeah.
For her, yes.
I have +2. So.
Not bad. Well, and it's critical, so I guess it doesn't matter. But it
Just means you
kind
need
of
to get a
plays
20
into
on the
like which
intelligence check.
skills you are proficient in and utilize more often. Is kind of what my thinking was.
Investigation always counts. So does Arcana.
Oh yeah. And Abra's usually the one rolling that one. So
Yep.
hopefully one of
Hey,
those.
just get a 20 on Arcana check. You're fine.
Yeah.
All right, I finished leveling up.
Hooray! What cool features do you have now?
I know I just picked them, but I already forgot.
I get
Things with a
stat-
period and a
stat
paragraph
and
stuff.
I got more hit points.
Shadow Touch, which gives me invisibility and another extra spell,
Ooh,
which I believe I picked Disguise Self.
nice.
I'm 1 level away from getting triple digits for hit points.
Ooh-wee.
Nice.
I got to go in and correct everybody's tokens, which I will do shortly. Oh, as far as the new map, I did move everybody's token to where they're from. Um, except for Aster, we hadn't actually, as far as I recall, sorry if I forgot, I don't know that we necessarily, I think maybe your family was outside of Akros a little bit. I vaguely remember that. So I put your token next to Akros, but you can move it somewhere more appropriate,
Yeah, I think
as
there's
is
fine.
befitting. Let's see, right there. Be in the mountains and stuff by the river. Not necessarily very hospitable. Does your family like live on a farm or mountain
I would think it
caves
would be
or?
more like inside, actually, if anything.
See
Oh,
what
okay.
this
Yeah.
What was your question, Arianwen?
see what this spell does. Fountain of Moonlight. Brutality.
The details just don't actually give a description of it. It just gives you the mechanics. It
Maybe
looks
in
like
the
it's
spell.
hurtful.
You check under spell.
Verbal and somatic components. Kamehameha.
Kind of reminds me of most of the fights in the wrestling. It's like, oh, that's adorable. Let me just pick you up and walk you right out the ring.
Yeah,
Holy
well,
shit!
the Akroan games are some time away. I do plan on making those matchups a little bit dynamic. I wanted to kind of have the qualifiers be a little bit quicker, kind of like a fun little preview.
Hey, what is this spell is awesome.
And now, a taste of things to come.
To immediately attack, I do an extra 2d6 radiant damage. Plus
And
the other one.
emanating light.
Plus the primal strike.
And you can blind someone for hitting you. Awesome.
Yeah, holy shit.
Which is cool. Now, because it's concentration, that would trigger, but then if you take that hit, you still have to do your save to keep the spell up. But it would work guaranteed that first one.
That's so cool.
You can only have one spell going that has concentration at a time, right?
Right.
Correct.
Yeah. If you ever have two going at the same time, it's probably because you have a magic item that gives you that specific feature.
Yeah.
Like my stat.
I'm like trying to pick a new spell, but so many of my spells already require concentration. And like,
Oh, yeah.
I have access to 4th level spells now, but most of those require concentration. So I'm trying to figure out what I want to do.
Yeah, 5e has a lot of concentration spells. They made almost everything concentrated, which sucks.
Yeah.
Well, especially too for the
Do you guys
bard
think
who's
our monster is useful in any way? It's like one of the only 4th level ones that don't have concentration.
What spell?
A charm monster. I already
Oh,
have charm person.
Charm Monster is good.
Yeah, but I figure if you want to ask Armin on a date, all you need to do is just talk to him.
You could have a monster.
I've been waiting waiting for something like that for a while. I'm like, yeah, I got this.
Oh, it sounds like Armin's already got a date.
I was about
That's
to
what
say, I would maybe not complicate that whole thing.
Make it a love triangle. Start the drama. Do it.
Drama.
Yeah, if you charm a monster, you could, if you're successful, you could have that monster attack for you.
All right,
I think
so
I'll go and do that one. Have we had a rest at all?
you'll have had a rest. Yes, everybody will be full. I need to, pardon me while I
Okay.
click around on your sheet here, Aster. I am going to add in the feature for your companion.
Sounds good.
Feats, I guess I should put that under other. Unlock. Why won't it let me add a new one? Fuck-a-doodle-doo. Oh, there we go. All right. Well, one of them is a reaction. One of them is kind of static. Ba-doom, ba-doom, ba-doom. Technically from background.
Yeah, the first thing I want to do is I want to see if my weapons are ready, hopefully.
Okay, so with that being done, all right. Very, very bottom of the list, under your feats, you will have your boons. So they are easy to forget, particularly the aura. So if you have an ally within 5 feet of you, they have advantage on saving throws against being frightened or charmed. And then you can interpose. If somebody within 5 feet of you is hit with an attack, can use your reaction to hit you instead. That you can only do once per long rest. You might already know that, so Merry Christmas.
Are you a paladin?
No. Rogue fighter.
Yeah, we lost the paladin.
17.
Very sad.
Just going through to update. Oh, I already did Aryan Win. The token's updated with new info. And Avra, what please are your hit points and armor class? Or are you still leveling? Avra? What please are your hit points and your armor class after your level up?
52 and 14.
All right, 52. Excellent. Right. Have to do some adjusting. Do, do, do. All right. Last call. If anyone has goals, let me know. Otherwise, we're about to dive into recap.
Got all my goals.
Diddle-diddle-diddle-diddle. And of course, free inspiration for everyone who contributes as such.
I believe we've finished the games and then got into like a big fight with
Yeah.
demon. Like we killed the guy and
Did
then
you
his
pass
demon
away
form
from
got
me?
let out.
And I got a spooky arrow.
I'm drinking out of that.
Yeah, I made a wonderful attack with my lightning.
I'm actually not sure.
They're hurting pretty bad.
I don't think the demon expected to lose.
We gotta fight a demon now.
Indeed.
Luckily, it wasn't that powerful a demon.
And Avra, I did hear you talking there, but I didn't catch what you'd said.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I was muted. I was talking to my sister.
Oh, okay, cool. So yes, an epic confrontation with the demon. Of course, right before that, Avra had to make her way through the maze. She briefly met our Minotaur lady friend, whose name is Chrysius. Chrysius. Going with Chrysius.
Danon, Chrysius.
And upon your return, there's an epic stage performance contest, during which Avra invented the power slide. For all you metal fans out there, R.I.P. Ozzy.
Yep.
And then there was, of course, the end of things, big ceremony to recognize medal winners. I believe everyone was standing on each other's shoulders and making a tower of people.
Yep.
And so, the little bit of downtime.
I check in with our like staff because I know we have a couple people.
I actually wanted to ask about staff. I am super glad that you brought that up. I have a handout in the Bastion folder. Let's see if I can find that again. I have positions to hire, but I don't have anywhere in my notes which guys you had selected.
Well, we hired the
So,
drunk guy.
yeah, he will no longer be the drunk. I haven't updated him, but yeah, you guys put him through a course of sobriety. So, um,
Didn't we hire like a family or something?
Yeah, we helped out another group, and they all kind of moved in.
So the handout that I just have shown to everybody has all of the different positions, and then you've got people, how much they cost because of how good they are. There's a little bit of a scale. Now, you can apply Damianos to any of those roles as well.
I think Damianos was going to just be a janitor, really, just kind of like checking in on stuff, or yeah,
Okay.
he was
So
just
let me.
just gonna end up being a janitor.
Okay. So he'll be a mid-grade. He will not be the worst janitor. He will not be the best janitor. But right in the middle. All right. So that one
Oh,
is 15 gold per month.
Yeah, it was the best way we could figure out how to keep him safe from retaliation.
Sure. Makes sense. So he will replace Minocrates. Um, and I will essentially update the Bastion. It'll change from positions to hire to just positions and get everybody filled in there. What details do you guys remember about the family you speak of? I apologize, I'm drawing a blank there.
Don't
I
feel
think
bad.
there was a husband and a wife, and I think they had children, but I don't think we hired the children. I think the wife was supposed to be a receptionist, and I don't remember
Yes,
what the husband was supposed to be.
the wife was a receptionist. Um, the husband had been down on his luck. Not that he was a bad person, just he was having a hard time finding a job. And we just gave them the ability to, like, come feed your kids here. I don't think the kids stay there necessarily. I don't think the family like lives there, but we kind of made it like, if you need to bring the kids and feed them so that you can monitor them during the day because you don't have daycare or something, that's fine.
What were the circumstances of you meeting this family?
I think he was like one of the guards or something, or like with that one group, but he didn't want to be a bad guy. He just needed the money.
Yeah, it was happening during a fight that we came across this situation.
I also like us to hire a botanist to gather ingredients from.
If you look at the list, that would be your gardener.
Garden.
Yeah, so let's see. I'm actually going to arrange my notes here differently because I'm going to want to make tokens for these guys, backgrounds. All right, so the wife was going to be a receptionist.
We can just give her Phaedra's name. I mean, I don't remember her name.
I will give that to you later.
Okay.
Because, yeah, I don't have that yet, but I will. I have a handout for Greek names, so I just need to
Pick
look
something.
at that, yeah.
That tracks.
Would Gardner roll percentiles on what they find every session?
So the way that works is it is a bastion action where the red fern grows. When you use the harvest order to this facility, you commission the facility's hireling to collect items from the garden as noted in the garden types table. The work takes 7 days and costs no money.
All right, cool.
Let's see, searching the compendium. Garden types. When it decides to load. There are 4 garden types: decorative, food, herb, and poison.
Yeah, mine
And,
would be herb.
of course, yeah. So there is another handout in that Bastion folder, which you should be familiar with.
Guide to
Ms.
herbalism and potion
Ariana.
making.
That is the one. And it
Yeah.
will have, so you can go through that list and very specifically say, hey, I need you to collect for me some harpy feathers or whatever, if you can. That's a little trickier, could maybe take more time. I definitely encourage you, for when you're using the Bastion action, aim for something that is perhaps common or uncommon. That will be easier and you can get more abundance. But that being said, you can request anything and they will do their best to acquire it. But yeah, maybe the harpy feather is a bad example because they'd have to like go meet harpies, probably get a feather or buy one from the market. So probably natural ingredients that can grow in the garden makes more sense.
Can we do it random? Just, that would be best. Instead of saying what I want them to find, just make it random. Would that be good?
That is definitely possible.
Or
Yeah, I can have and do dice rolls for that. I suppose, technically, oh, you guys are not yet level 9. Wouldn't be able to use for the magic item.
yeah, I mean, I tell you, I like to go see if my weapons are ready. Can you escort me?
I can, but
Don't
I've already turned
go
those over to
yet.
you. Yeah, your lance and crossbow, I already returned them.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, no, those can be acquired. They were told, you guys were told that they would be ready after the games were done. Because Armin
Oh,
did
sorry, then I'm
acquire
misremembering.
his, yeah, Armin did acquire his sword, and that's when he put in the new order.
All right, cool. So I got the weapons.
But
Well, we'll be going over it shortly.
yeah, let's not get too
I
far
figure
ahead
this was
because I
like the day
still
after
want
the
to
games.
get the.
And I still have new stuff I want to get done.
Oh, I think he was a smuggler. Sorry,
The
that
man.
was kind of random. But yeah,
No,
I think that's what he was.
it's not random because we in no way finished our discussion about your Bastion hirelings. So thank you for bringing us back there because that's what I was about to do.
That's right. He was doing the criminal stuff because he didn't have any other way to make money, and so we figured out a way to like get him off the bad path of his life and help his family out. Because we're
Yeah.
nothing but do-gooders. I mean, aside from me, I occasionally rip someone's head off.
Well, let's not talk about it. You were acquitted, so. So we've got receptionist. We've got janitor. Let me move this around so that the order matches that.
I will happily pay
All right,
for the
so for
high-end
chef.
smith.
Let's go by the order of the thing here, just so I don't have to scroll around back and forth.
Oh, okay, no worries.
Yeah, and no problem. Yeah, definitely recognize higher quality smith. He would qualify as a mid-level chef if you like. This is
The
for
smith?
Alexandros. No, this is the smuggler guy.
Oh, then yeah, let's do Alexandros for the ship thing.
Okie dokie.
And you said he was like a mid-range?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
All right, so those guys are acquired and accounted for. Excellent. All right, so thank you for your patience. Next up is blacksmith. There is a Minotaur blacksmith available to hire. He's a
Nico
former
Stratos, let's go.
armorer. All right, let's get him. So we've got Smith. There's some details. Some family connections. Cool. First month will be free, so don't worry about being charged yet, but I will charge you later. How about for your gardener? There are a few options there. A dryad, a centaur, and a human. Earth Mother, Green Fingers, or Dirt Face?
Oh, centaurs, since I'm a centaur.
I'm sorry, I couldn't understand you there.
So the centaur would be fine since I'm the centaur too.
Oh, yeah? Ooh, it could be a lady centaur. Does the group is good with a mid-level centaur, a gardener?
I have no objection.
Sounds good.
All right, perfect.
Hey, maybe another brother.
We. All right, so there are two more left. Next one up, scrolling down, is the library keeper.
Is the satyr a bard?
The satyr who is the library keeper.
Yeah, it says amateur poet.
Yeah, they'd be an aspiring bard, but because they are very low on the list there, they would be a low level. But I would say if I had to choose a class for them, it would be bard of level 1 to not much higher than that. So they would be
Well,
not a mentor at that level. They would be closer to an apprentice, honestly, if you wanted to take that on. But there would be an overlap of interest and stuff.
I think even though it's the lowest level, having a bard would be fun because Avra's library is just stories
Okay,
mostly. So
I have no
cool.
objection.
Plus, you have some like in-house entertainment. If Avra doesn't want to be the one who's playing, she'd rather eat at the meal. You guys can call over Sophronios. Be like, hey,
and
play us a sea shanty.
she can kind of be a mentor like she had a mentor.
Yeah,
Ooh.
pass the buck, pay it forward. Awesome. All right, and so then finally, the last position to hire for will be your temple keeper.
What does he do?
He or she would maintain the temple, assist in ceremonies, tend to offerings. The bastion order that you can implement creates a special, oh God, I forget what they call it. Um, it's not a focus. It's like a trinket thing that, let me scroll and find rather than speculate. So the
Hey, do you
sanctuary charm. After spending a long rest in your bastion, gain a magical charm. Lasts for 7 days until you use it. Charm allows you to cast Healing Word once without expending a spell slot. You can't gain this charm again while you still have it.
Hey guys, do you think we need guards for the bastion?
Need a what?
Do you think we would need guards for the bastion?
Yes. Absolutely, because we're not going to be here, and I don't want someone breaking in and take my shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. And we gotta protect the receptionist, the gardener, and all
Yeah. Well, I will come up with a potential list of available guards to hire in that
We're going to
regard.
need to get a barracks and expand.
Yep, sure are. But for right now, you do have available the Temple Keeper. A few different choices there. Another centaur there, a human, and a satyr.
those. You guys wanna go with Seder?
Might check out their specific skills just to see if there's something you want to have, or if you like their backgrounds or something. Or you can be completely racist and go by that.
What do you guys think?
I don't know about the hunter. Even though Nilea is the god of the hunt, she doesn't actually like sacrifices. It's like a thing that will like hurt you, like PvP wise.
How about Fawn Step? The Seder, yeah. She has an animal care. So that would be good for our horses and stuff like that.
Yeah, and
Do we have
Nilea
horses?
likes like healing and taking care of animals. So
As a bonus for Avra, Thalios's family includes parents in Skull of Ale.
then their family.
Yeah.
I think we should go the nepotism route, personally.
All right. Well, that will then round out the Bastion positions for hire. It'll be on me. I will get some tokens and flesh out a little bit some backgrounds for your receptionist and your chef. You will have a monthly cost total of 95 gold per month. That is before hiring guards.
Okay.
But of course, the group has opportunity to earn money, as per now, the Nix Watch being open for business, as it were.
Am I still holding on to the party's money, or is this just my own money? I know at one point that I was holding on to the party's money, but I don't know if I still am.
I don't have any objection to that.
I do not know.
I'm fine with that.
Well, I'm just trying to figure out if like what I have is the party's money or not.
So
because I have 770 gold.
Oh wow.
Yeah, you probably have the party's money, to be honest with you.
Okay.
You did earn a lot of that by the gambling, though.
Yeah, there was a ton of money earned by gambling. The party inventory has
true.
the number 401 at the very bottom of it. I don't know if that's gold or not because I do not mess around with but yeah, your party inventory, I don't know. Somebody might want to go through and
I crossed out all the money and
that.
condensed it. I think that's what's left.
The
But I also haven't
401.
touched it in a while. The 401 at the bottom.
Yeah, and if somebody has something on their personal inventory, it doesn't need to go into the party inventory.
The other thing is, while we have proof that we did the bounties. I don't know, because I remember Jason the Ruthless was from way early in the game. But I don't think we've gotten a chance to turn over the fact that we found your bounty for Astra. And the other 4 people who were helping him, I don't know if they had bounties, but we had taken stuff so that we could turn it in. We just got back and helped. And it was like, yay, hooray time, let's do the thing.
That's a good question. Aster, can you roll for me a d4?
Sure thing.
Average bounty for each of the 4 is going to be 200 gold. That's a total of 800 gold. Merry Christmas.
Nice.
That is
Okay,
for
so add that to the group stuff.
underlings. As far as the main target, I know that there was an arrangement where Aster had been prepaid a little bit. I don't know if that was half or all. Please remind me if you recall.
I do not recall.
Then, for a bonus of doing awesome and also taking out a demon that could have plagued the city or innocents, take an extra 1,000 gold. Now, that is paid to Aster. It is up to you, Aster, if you want to share with your friends or not. You don't even have to tell them that you received that. That was a private arrangement. That's what led you to the party. You can contribute that to party coffers if you want, or you can hoard it to yourself. But for acquiring the jackal, 1,000 gold.
I feel like I would have put that towards No, I feel like I would have put it towards the Bastion. And then see what everybody else wants to do with it.
Okay.
I'd like to use some of that money for maybe expanding the Bastion to now include barracks so that we can have guards that can watch over everybody.
I am in agreement with that.
We have a Or should we get a vault?
A vault?
A safe or a vault or something?
I mean, I suppose we could.
Could be done. Could be done. There is a cost and a time required for adding basic facilities based on the space, or you can expand an existing area.
Or we could use it just as safe.
We could.
You will have to wait until, let's see, it looks like level 9 is when you can expand to have, I know that I gave you guys extra special facilities. We'll just kind of go by that and be jumped up ahead. So at level 9 is technically when you'd be able to get like a full barracks going with like adding a full-on security team. In the meanwhile, for hiring out your guards, I will come up with a list and you guys can have a couple guards on rotation. Just a couple guys that keep an eye on stuff, maybe giving them like a sending stone so that they can get a hold of you guys in case of emergency.
Yeah, because technically we have the money to afford adding a barracks. Even a roomy barracks would be at 1,000 gold, which we have available to us between bounties and the whatever money Aster put toward the. I'm pretty sure we have that covered at this point. So that's cool. And I think barracks counts as a basic facility rather than a.
No,
Or is it considered a special?
it is a special.
All right, so we got to wait till level 9 to add that just because of the amount of options available.
But you know what you could do is make like an extra like living quarters kind of area that could house people, and then you could upgrade it to a barracks later, and it'll
Okay,
have
so why
kind
don't
of
we
some of the
do
amenities.
then why don't we do a roomy basic facility and use that for where the guards will sleep?
Sounds good to me.
All right, that would basically cost us 1,000 gold. And I know we got 800 from the peons. Did anyone update the party inventory yet with how much money?
I did, yeah.
Okay, I'll just close that and reopen it again.
I think that's right. From all the bounties.
You're probably correct. There it is, party inventory. Yeah, we'd still, after getting the additional sleeping facilities for $1,000, we'd still have 1,200 gold left. And then we'll just transform it later and turn it to full-on barracks.
Sounds like a plan.
Sounds like there is a majority approval in that venture.
Yeah, I don't think anyone objected to it. Aver, can you update under just above the 2201 and say subtract 1,000 for roomy bedroom for guards?
Sleepover
Yeah, do you want me to
chamber.
just take it out of the 2201? Or
Yeah.
just write that? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll
So
just
after
make
that,
two-
it should be 1201 left.
We could deal with 2 cards for now until we get the barracks.
Well, we're getting the bedroom now because we can afford to do that, and we can turn those into barracks later.
Yeah.
What's the advantage of a barracks over a regular room?
You can
That's a great position.
give orders to, I don't know what the bastion order is for the barracks. I would have to
One
look
second.
that up. Recruit is the order, so you can get more guards. Also, too, like in addition to having more people for the rotating shift, like you could use them as messengers, you could use them as extra
Or
peons, like, hey, we're going on
hire
this
them
mission,
out as small adventurer crews.
potentially. If it's like,
Sounds
yeah,
good.
for like a small job, you can just be like, yeah, let's pass that off to our peons and still get paid.
It's the easiest way I can see to get members into the adventuring guild would be, hey, spend some time as a guard, learn the ropes, then go out on adventures. It at least gives a reasonable track to training.
Certainly.
Otherwise, they have to come with us on God knows what we're about to do and wonder how anyone survives.
Your
Yeah, we
anonymous
can.
henchmen would definitely be very. You would want them to be
Squishy.
expendable if you're taking them with you. That's all I'll say about that.
I was gonna say the same thing. They would become henchmen.
Yeah. You don't even have a name tag. You've got no chance.
Are we the villain?
Like red shirts in Star Trek.
Yep.
I guess we're ready for the recap.
We've already done
I
the
think we
recap.
kind of covered it. I think we're like into the game now.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, a little bit of paperwork management stuff. Kind of following up, coming into the new phase, the new chapter, etc. I am curious about what people will have been doing with a little bit of downtime. I know that Arianwin has some weapons to acquire. I know that Armin has a scheduled date in the forest maze. We have not addressed Aster and Avra in something that you would like to have accomplished post games.
I feel like I still need a silver weapon because I think that was something that was addressed that I never was able to get into because I think I didn't have the
Didn't I
money at the
give
time.
you? Didn't I
I
give you
think
my silver daggers?
Yes.
did you?
At least one.
I don't remember if that was
actually-
borrowed or not.
Well, you could have
Did-
the militaries make you one, like I had my weapon to trade. Ask
Um,
the militaries to make one.
because I had 2 silver daggers.
Did I pay you for it? I don't remember if I like traded or because I thought it was just
I
borrowed.
think I just.
So I don't know.
I'm pretty sure I just gave it to you.
Okay. I'll add one to my inventory then. Thank you.
Huzzah.
There's one additional thing I'd like to do, but I can mention it in a little bit. So that way you can figure out whatever wants to do.
Are we all at the Bastion?
You'll be back
believe
in
that's where we're
town,
gonna
so
start.
you can do stuff at the Bastion, or you can have something that you accomplish in town or on the outskirts of town, but not too far away. Just like one or two little things that you're able to kind of get done during personal time.
Well, if you have nothing to do, Avra, you could go to the tavern and make some money. With your bar.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about doing. Was going to go perform.
Ooh, I like that. Can you?
I'm sure everybody wants to see the winner.
Oh yeah, of course. Hi Bill,
hands down.
that one restaurant that you went to previously, had offered you a chance to perform there. So what I would like you to do is make 2 rolls. One is going to be a performance check, and rather than hitting a TN, you're going to multiply the result of your performance check by a D4 to see how much money you earned. And it'll be,
So then a D4.
yep,
And that was not my best performance, but
you rolled a 3
wow.
and a 1. That's not a lot. So an extra 13 golden tips. Roll for me a D8 and multiply that by 10, and that'll be the base rate for your hire. Like
A D8.
yeah, that'll be paid by the house, and then
Ooh.
maybe the house took all your tips because you were paid so much for the general performance. Brought in a lot of people for the house. So that's going to be a total of 93 gold that Avra will have acquired.
Cool.
So since Aster was given silver daggers, what will you have liked to have been up to?
I was thinking I could probably make like mini figurines like out of the wooden blocks of us as the champions at the thing, just as like decorative ornaments.
Oh, that's
So that's a
cool.
little project.
Are you
Yeah.
planning on selling those as like action figures, or is it decorations for the Bastion itself? So like when people come into the lobby, they see the carved figurines arranged in some fashion.
I was thinking of having them as decorations, and if like somebody wants to buy them, then I'm willing to like make more.
Okay.
Wait till we get a better reputation. Save them for, then you probably get more money for 'em.
Or you could get in on the ground floor, get the limited edition figurines of the Data Harbor champions. Just saying.
Well, the thing is like demand will increase, but unless you craft a new prototype, the quality and the cost will remain the same. Can you please go ahead and roll for me your woodcarver's tools proficiency?
What would that be?
If you scroll on your character sheet, on the bottom left is going to be proficiencies after your skills.
Oh, I can actually roll it.
You should be able to,
I
yeah.
don't know. I can actually roll that.
I think if you
Let's
click it,
move.
it'll roll. Yeah.
It did it. You got a
Good
20.
Noise.
A dirty 20, but still a 20.
Those are beautifully crafted. Nice detail.
I
They'll
want to
look
make
like-
one of the tower that we did. Tower of Champions.
All right, let's call that then your first creation, the Tower of Champions.
We invented the totem pole.
A nigh impossible task for Midjourney to complete. So, but yeah,
What kind be able to create a war wagon?
a what?
A war wagon.
I got wagon. What kind of wagon? Sorry,
War wagon. Combat wagon.
dude, it is not in your favor. It keeps cutting out when you say the first word, and then wagon is perfectly clear. One more time, sorry.
Alright, a war wagon.
Dude,
W-A-N.
can you just type
You
it
might have
into
to type
chat?
out.
For some reason, your mic is not liking that word.
I was under the impression that you were trying to get a wagon that shape changes like a wolf.
A werewolf?
Type.
Werewagon?
A werewagon?
A werewagon?
A war
Oh!
wagon. That is definitely something that could be found, acquired, purchased, created. Let's see. The orcs have a war wagon in their lore from Volos. Companion only has like a regular ass wagon. And that doesn't give any stats, it just looks cool. There's a bunch of shields and stuff attached to it. Let's see what we've got under wagon. Maybe it has other. Oh, nice. It doesn't even have a price. It doesn't have a rarity. It just is called a vehicle wagon. Well, thanks for being useless there, Compendium. Good job.
Let me see if I still have a picture of one. can continue.
The other thing I would like to do is ask the smiths if there's someone who can take this hand and add it to the bottom of my sword, so that way I can get those features as part of the weapon.
Your weapon doesn't currently have any magical effects on it, correct?
I mean, it's a sword of warning, so yes, it does.
Ah.
What I was talking with you about earlier is like I'm trying to grow the sword over time through. So I'm trying to get the powers of the hand, the Night Hag's hand, in as like the pommel of the sword.
I do remember the discussions about that, and I really like that as a feature.
Okay, if you look in the Discord, you see a war wagon.
You don't want it to look like the Orcish war wagon?
No, they always look
You got a
shoddy.
picture of it?
I think it looks cool, but yeah, no, it is definitely like primitive looking and stuff. I'll post a picture of that. I think it's cool, but yeah, it is a little bit rough around the edges.
Everything about the orcs is a bit rough around the edges.
Come on.
The,
Tell me you
the
don't want
first
to pal
time
around in
the first time I ever played D&D, like the very first session, or like one of the very first sessions, my party ran into an orc, and I didn't really understand how the game worked. So I asked if anybody spoke orc, and then I was called, like my character was the racist for the rest of the game. Because I didn't know that they spoke common.
What's good about the wagon is it'll carry our food, tents we need for camp, going for camping for the night and all that. It could carry water and food and what.
yeah,
Plus
so
that,
a war wagon is going to be a special commission. Maybe that is something that your smith can accomplish. I know that the
Yeah,
normal
that'd be something
smith
I'd ask
orders
them.
is not like it's not normally under their purview. Let me see, because it wouldn't be a magic item. It says that when you give the craft order at level 9, you can have magic items created, blah blah blah. At this level, yeah, I would say that's something that you can put on your smith to accomplish.
Okay. Like, try to get it ready for us so we can take it to the Acroan Games.
Yeah,
I think I should be able to help because I have proficiency in carpenter skills as well.
you can definitely contribute your efforts there. As far as materials, it's going to cost a fair amount. Probably a good 1,000 gold to be properly fortified and have lots of storage, different storage compartments and stuff. Sturdier wheels, like metal
Now that we need to
wrapped
go do some jobs.
wheels and stuff.
yeah, we don't need it right away.
Yeah.
Work.
Something to
We can certainly
be
put down a deposit.
considered.
Like, here's the
How
starting
far away are
money.
the games again?
Oh, it's months away.
So we're good.
Yeah, they got to give time to other places to come up with their qualifiers and then have everybody travel there. And then, of course, they want to set up. Akros is going to already have a games area set up, but they'll want to promote, and businesses will want time to prepare. Inns are going to be busy because they're going to have an influx of travelers, not just from the competitors, but from fans.
So me and Armin,
It's a pretty big deal.
so I
Like the
guess
next
me,
ones are Necros?
Yes.
Yeah. That's why they call them the Acroan Games.
Ah.
I guess me and Armin are going to go visit the Minotaurs.
Yes.
You
I'm
will
assuming that
definitely have been able
I didn't
to.
die at my date.
So there are a couple of things that happen as a result of your rendezvous. We're only going to talk about one of them, though. After having gained her favor,
Woohoo!
she is going to have a favor to ask of you.
Okay.
There is a grove that is not necessarily, I don't want to say hidden, but almost forgotten and overgrown. Um, she doesn't have the means to necessarily go tromping in there herself. She's a little bit trepidatious, but she believes, and it's kind of based on her fuzzy memories as a child. She had lost a talisman, kind of a family thing that was given to her by her parents, who, when she escaped, she looked back, everyone was gone. She kind of has a tragic tale about being orphaned, which, of course, you can relate to because you
Yep.
yourself are parentless. Um, some kind of beast took out the grove. She doesn't know really the details of her tribe, her background, where she comes from. She knows that the grove was vaguely north of where the garden maze is. Once she found the maze and found sustenance there, she's made forays into civilization. Like, she's not a primitive wild woman, but in her youth, that all happened. She's kind of made the maze her home because it's comfortable and she has a rapport with the guardians thereof. But she is hoping that perhaps your able bodied friends might be able to look into that for her. She has no form of major payment. That's why it's kind of a favor. She believes her talisman was left behind. There could be artifacts from her tribe that she doesn't have any sentimental attachment to because all she's really concerned about is that trinket. She remembers her parents gave it to her and it was lost behind. So any kind of bounty to be gained, if there's a treasure hoard or any cool, fun artifacts, those she doesn't care about. She just wants the trinket. And then information, of course, if she can learn more about what her tribe was or what happened to them, anything like that.
I can
So
find
it
his
is
grove.
a potential non-paying, directly by coin job that she has offered to you that you can bring back to the party and propose.
I can find his grove there. You can tell us basically whereabouts this grove was.
She is not there to have a conversation about it. This is information that has been brought to Armin. So it's up to Armin if he even wants to present it to the group, if he wants to agree to the favor. You
I'll
definitely
agree to the
had
favor on the notion that if you get the trinket, if we find anything there, we'll keep the rest of it as a form of compensation.
Yeah, that's what she had expected and was glad to fulfill. Definitely have a good rapport with her. If you wish to pursue romance, that is your prerogative. You have laid a
We'll see how this goes.
foundation of positive interactions. She was a challenge of a nature that you had not encountered previously. It was invigorating as a warrior, as an athletic competitor. And I don't want to get into more details because I don't want to get weird.
That's fine. Right now, Armin's trying to keep it friendly, and he'll do this. But because it's a job still technically, just we don't know what the level of payment will end up being.
Sure.
He doesn't want to pursue romance and work at the same time necessarily because it's still work.
Business and pleasure. Smart guy.
Yeah.
Smarter than me. Hello, new cute coworker. Break my heart, please. That's me. So, let's see. Yeah, I'm a hopeless romantic and an idiot. Um, that
I've survived
is.
enough hopeless romantics to
Please.
not be an idiot anymore.
I don't learn. Because, yeah, I'm still looking for my soulmate, and that search takes priority over all other life things. And I don't recommend that approach to life because it's consistently disappointing until you find the one. And then I assume it's fulfilling. Anyway, I digress. I wanted to find a good representative. Do, 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 do. Really strange to me that I get it, like, for the sake of what they're trying to accomplish, uh, they being like wizards and stuff. They made the token for the noble an orc, and I get what they're trying to do, but no, not on the average. Um, oh, maybe I'm getting ahead of myself.
Yeah, I'm not sure where the orc noble's coming in, but I mean, I'm not against any of it. I just
Oh no, the noble
did
is
I miss a step?
not an orc.
Because I think Ariane and I were trying to go to the Minotaurs to see about stuff, and then I was asking about like how do I upgrade, how do I take the pommel that's currently on there off, put the hand on there, maybe cast it in bronze or something.
Yes. So Arian Wen is going to acquire her weapons, and you can make the request for adding on the hand. It is going to
I do.
cost you 500 gold, and as far as attunement, it will still count as a separate item to attune to, but it can
Oh
be added
no,
to the
I'll
same weapon. If you want it to be all in one,
a singular. Yeah,
right? Um, that is going to cost 2,000 gold and is going to take about a month because they're going to have to outsource to have somebody with arcane knowledge to assist them. They can do an amazing job of attaching it and making it a cohesive thing, but to have the magical enchantments all work together is a hefty order. So yeah, definitely a higher
fine.
cost, and they would have to have the item in their possession for roughly a month in order to
I
get that
hand
all
over
done.
both items, and I will put 200 gold down as a deposit, and let them know that as I do some jobs, I will bring more money.
Make for me, please, a persuasion check. You have been good on your money
Okay.
before. You are of good reputation. You do have a racial affiliation with them. However, only 10% on such a hefty item is quite an ask. So let's see how you do. Arian Wynn, you're going to want to add a +1 lance and a +1 crossbow because they are masterwork. They do not count as a magic item, but they do have a bonus because they are awesome,
Yeah,
as you
I know
specifically requested.
I know
Uh,
I'm afterward.
so yeah, from the compendium, you should be able to drag a +1 lance and a +1 crossbow to your character sheet. The Minotaurs are going to begrudgingly
So
accept
let me.
your
Can
down
you get rid
payment
of
of
the?
200.
Can you get rid
Okay.
of the lance and heavy crossbow I got? And I'll add the plus.
Yes, I can. Do 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 do.
All right. I'm going to go to my inventory and change some attunement features.
So Arian, when you're going to want to close your character sheet just to avoid any complication in that. Bloop and bloop. All right, and I will save. And then let me go over to the combat stuff, make sure that it is removed from there. Good. Okay, go ahead and reopen your sheet and do your drag dropping. You're good to go.
they're still there.
They shouldn't be. Let me double check here. Close your sheet.
Oh, they just disappeared.
Okay, never mind. All right, so Armin, do take note. For the time being, your sword is currently not in your inventory because it is in the possession of the Minotaur Smiths.
Yep, I've disabled the attunement and I've disabled the items so they won't show up as combat features for me.
Perfect.
And then what do I have for... Okay.
So 2024 it changed the lance from 1d12 to 1d10.
No, the Masterwork gives you a +1 on damage and attack.
No, I mean the lance damage. They changed it from 1d12 to 1d10.
If that's what the item says. Let me see. Lance +1. Make sure you're going from the Dungeon Master's Guide 2024.
Yeah, they changed it from 1d12 to 1d10.
Can confirm. Lance is 1d10.
Do they have a glaive that I could purchase? Or a greatsword that I could buy for the short term?
Of course.
Whichever one they just happen to have.
They happen to have either one, so make a choice.
Okay.
And then
I'll get a... Yeah. It's only a 2-point difference, but it gives me reach. I'll take a glaive for right now
glaives
because
are
it will
pretty
still give me
sweet.
the feature. They are pretty sweet.
Does the glaive count
yeah.
as a polearm? I mean, I
It
assume you
does.
have the proficiency no matter what, so
Oh yeah, because I have martial.
yeah.
But yeah, it counts as a polearm. Two-handed, heavy, and reach, so I get an additional 5 feet.
Oh yes, yeah, very very handy. Let's see. A glaive will cost you 20 gold.
Okay. What? How much is it? Ooh. How much is a greatsword?
A great sword is 50 gold.
Guess we're going with glaive. Because I'm a cheap fucker.
That is okay. Any other shopping needs from anybody but Avra and Aster? I know in your downtime you were doing other stuff, but if you guys have purchases that you would like to make, now is a good time.
How much are the +1 and +2 daggers?
How much did we charge for your masterwork items? Do you remember, Aryanwin?
Oh,
Did we pay for those items?
Yeah.
I don't recall having acquired payment for those.
When I put those orders in, I paid for them.
Yeah, Armin paid.
Okay. Do you remember how much?
I remember paying for 50 gold for each of them.
Well, that
I
was a
think it was
good
more
deal.
than that.
Well, that's just what he charged me.
A heavy crossbow by itself is 50 gold. Regular.
Yeah, I
Maybe they
think
just
it,
like the fact that,
And a
is what
lance
it
is
is.
10. Yeah, for a
So they made
masterwork,
40
they
gold on the
would
lance.
charge more. If that's all that was paid. I
I'll
suppose
pay.
that will stand for
How
now.
much more you want for the masterwork? I'll pay
We can call that good.
for.
I'll just apply a multiplier. So for a couple of masterwork daggers, these again, you put in the order for it. They will not be ready yet, but you can request them. Regular +1 daggers, I'm going to say are going to be 10 gold each. If you want them to be silver, they're going to be 20 gold each.
What about for +2?
+2 is not available at this time.
Okay.
If you would like to take the silver daggers that have been given to you and improve them, let's call it 10 gold each. So for 20 gold, you can improve your existing silver daggers to +1s.
I think I only have one silver dagger that Avra gave me.
I thought Avra had
But
Yeah, she kept-
pluralized it in her speech. That's up to Avra. Ask her.
Avra? I think she might be AFK.
Avra! Kadabra. Oh, yeah, no, she's muted.
Mhm.
Okie
Do you
dokie.
need?
Well, we can figure that out later.
Loopsies.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
sorry.
No, you're cool.
I did not realize I was muted. So I had two. I gave one, but
Okay,
if you want the other one, you can have it because Albert doesn't really care about them being silver.
cool.
Okay. Then yeah, I'll do the 20 gold to upgrade those to the +1 then. Mm. Oh, lovely. Alright, took that out of my gold.
Okie doke. So you will be without them for a time as they are being improved upon. So be sure to remember that, but
Mhm.
they will be available.
I have a question. Was Armin have the remove curse done already or not?
Oh, yeah, that
Yes,
happened.
that happened when the hags were defeated.
I touched the Nightstone. It crumbled and removed my curse.
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah, and I've turned that over, the Nightstone powder as well, because I'm hoping when they put the little orb that the hand's going to hold, that they put the Nightstone powder in it so it looks like a sparkly glass orb.
That is super cool. It will have no special properties other than looking cool, but they can do it.
It'll be basically the arcane focus for shoving the magic out of the hand.
Sure.
I guess we have to wait until we get a contract.
Well, that's what I
Well,
was
you should mention
alluding
that.
to with the talk about the noble token for 2024 being an orc. I just think that's silly. Like, again, I get what they're trying to do and what they're trying to say, but no, fuck off. The percentage of orc nobles is they're trying to do like racial stuff, and it's overcompensating in my opinion. But that's a discussion we can have later. This noble is completely human. He is going to have arrived in the meantime. You have not an obligation to commit to anything. He will present a letter with a request and some details, and then he will leave, awaiting your response if you wish to take the job. He offers to pay 200 gold up front and then 300 gold on delivery. Essentially, he has a few wagons of goods that need to be brought up north to the Free Marble Mine, which, if we go back to the map here, is a little ways north of Data Harbor. Well, you guys probably will have your maps depixelized quicker than mine, but it's on there. North of Data Harbor.
Damn it. I accidentally hit the button to go back on the things. I gotta reload the game.
Oh, on the mouse? Yeah, I do that sometimes.
Yeah.
It's annoying. So,
So
yeah.
this is escort mission?
Yes, he would like a protection escort for the goods. The last shipment that he took, he hired like a couple of basic soldiers, and they got waylaid by bandits, and he's had to spend a lot of money catching up and take some loans in order to get to the point where he can once again be a primary supply, bringing things to the mines there, or the mine singular. So part of the loans, he's like, well, I'm not letting that happen again. I'm going to get some good security. And of course, saw performances at the games, has heard reputations of the heroes, taking care of not just regular soldiery or bandits, but being able to tackle the likes of hags in town. And there's heard something about a manticore. He doesn't know all the details, but he's impressed. And so that is the offer.
Okay, if we find the bandits and able to recover your other cargo.
Oh, that was months ago. He's signed that off as a loss, to his chagrin. Like, no, that's
Basically,
a
if
lost
we find
cause.
anything, if we find anything on top of that, and I'll mention to the group after he leaves that my friend from the Grove, the maze, mentioned that there's a lost grove somewhere up there that we might be able to find. She's looking to recover a talisman, but there could be plenty of things from apparently a lost Minotaur tribe or settlement of some kind in what could be the Freelands, in that forested area north of the mines. So this could work on we could deliver the wagons and then go check out the forested area for the Lost Grove. And we're welcome to keep anything else. She's just looking to get her talisman back she lost as a child.
Well, I could find a grove. That won't be difficult. I could speak to the animals in the area.
Okay. Well, I figure we take this job, and then we might be able to get bonus work out of the forested area just north of the mines.
Sounds good.
Anyone else have any objection, agree, disagree, thoughts?
Sounds good to me.
Sounds good.
We could probably find stuff that would make it worth our while.
I think between the two locations, we might be able to find something, and we might even be able to take care of the bandits. And if we do that, then great. More money, because obviously we have plans that are going to require capital.
Yeah, we could find a bandits camp. We could probably get a lot.
I got no problem beating someone into submission again.
I would also like to mention, now that we have this map with more full details and coolness and stuff, I really want to rename the road end to something like Here There Be Werewolves or something. But anyway, you'll be familiar with that location because you've been there before. Ooh,
Call it the Full Moon Inn.
The Full Moon Inn. That's perfect. But yes, that is, you have been there before. You're also familiar with the river. You guys have been near and around that river. You know that there's a little tiny island with doll heads over there. an old bridge that fell out, under which was a cave. Just
We
to
might
put
be
those
able to
things in. This is before Astor's time, but you guys can tell him about that during your travels. Like, oh well, we're taking this little fork in the road here to head up to the mine, but up the head of ways a little bit is a familiar inn that we frequented once.
The druid might
Staying there
have,
overnight.
the druid might have information for us about the grove.
I don't know. The druid could, but I don't think they live in the same direction.
Yeah, the
They
druid
would
that
be a little bit off trail, somewhere in this area, because they were north of the inn.
Yeah, it just feels like they might be a recluse, and the grove might be too far away for them. Because that's not an insignificant distance. We're talking like several days of travel.
Yeah, I mean, it's not. She might be familiar with the area. You do know communication was limited with her, mostly in spears and hand language, if you recall. Actually, I
I
still
remember we
have.
tried to get mail from her, and her idea was mail was a spear with the "Don't show up any closer" sign.
Let me take off that and those. All right, bloop, little tiny druid token. Somewhere up there.
I'm trying not to turn this into a Disney song.
Your efforts are appreciated. So yes, anyway, there are a couple of leads on things and stuff. You are welcome to accept that job or
Oh, yeah.
not.
When is this caravan leaving?
When you say yes, we will protect you, because if you guys don't take the job, then he's going to find someone else to pay to be part of the entourage. He's not leaving Data Harbor unless his wares are protected. So
Alright.
it's either when you're ready to go, he's ready to go. And if you decline, then he'll leave later when he figures that out.
Well, guys, I think it's worth it.
Oh, no, I absolutely agree. We should take this job, and then we'll go check out the grove after the fact, or find the lost grove in the, the mine's here. The place I want to search is here, so this feels like a no-brainer. All right. I will pay a runner or go myself and figure out where this gentleman lives and let him know that we are excited to help.
The children of the chef and receptionist, respectively, are eager to run a message for you because they want to be a part of things. They require no
Sweet.
payment, but would appreciate a treat of some kind.
I will give their parents 5 gold to buy some extra food and feed the family for the, I don't know, whatever they can.
Oh,
The
that's
guy
going to
can
go a
get some
long way.
extra.
They're used to much more meager portions, so 5 gold is quite a nice little bonus. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
I'll
a third
subtract
of
it
their
from my sheet
monthly
now.
income. If I
Well,
had
five
that, I
gold.
could
I hadn't even thought about that.
DoorDash for days with a third of my monthly income.
Is 5 gold enough for our hirelings?
Oh no, your
Well,
hirelings cost you 95 gold a month.
Yeah, a
Before
month.
that's before the soldiers.
I mean, do we have enough food in the bastion for everyone?
Oh, that's not your responsibility.
Alright.
Yeah, they can pay for their needs with their salary. If
Yeah, so they
you
basically got a
provide
really good
room and
bonus.
board and everything, like you have an on-staff chef, so he can feed people in the Bastion if you want to have that part of like a bonus. Like, not only do you get paid for working for us, but we have on-site kitchen chef, etc., that can
Yeah,
keep you
maybe at the
fed.
moment right now they just get lunch and stuff like that.
Yeah.
How much does the chef need for the couple of weeks?
We're covered for the first month. We don't have to worry about it right now.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh yeah. Yeah. All expenses are covered for now. Probably have to worry about that when you get back.
Do you guys have horses?
Nope.
We typically just walk.
Oh, we're going to be Gardner Caravan. We're going to need horses.
Oh, as far as the wagon, yeah, he's going to have horses for the wagons themselves. And each of the wagons will have extra room for people to sleep. There are 3 wagons, so essentially you guys would have to choose front, middle, or back.
I'll take the front one.
And if that is actually where you would like to go, as far as he won't be able to provide sustenance, so you'll want to bring your own trail rations or do some hunting or foraging or both along the way.
That's right. I could create food and water.
Or you can create it out of thin air.
I'm going to
Um,
ride in. I'm going to
you
ride
guys
in
are welcome
front
to
of the.
position yourselves at your chosen wagon.
Can I ride in front of the caravan, or do you want me in the back?
It's up to you. The road is laid
Mastermind.
out so you don't have to forge like a new trail, but yeah, you can lead ahead of the first wagon if you want to drag your token up there.
I'll have Onyx scouting out the front.
Sure.
So on this particular day, there's a slight drizzle of rain, a little bit of overcast. Not unpleasantly so, but keeps things a little bit cool, a little bit damp. Ari and Wynn, you said you were wanting to do some food and water creation for the group for sustenance.
Yeah, once we set up camp.
You're not really going to set up camp. Essentially, the wagons are just going to kind of go to the side of the road during nighttime.
Yeah, whenever we stop.
Yeah. So I would call it, I think this would be your kind of a lunchtime break, as it were, where you guys will be stopped now.
Right. I could create food and water for more than, believe it. Let me see how much I could create.
And I would like everyone to make for me, please, a wisdom save.
I got
Well,
amazing.
Aster, I would like for you to describe to me the nightmares you had over the first night of travel.
Wait, is this a spell or other magical effect?
No, but
Okay.
you passed. Aster did not.
I almost did. Almost.
Oh yeah, he was so close. One off, just one off.
I know, really close. Would this be considered like being frightened?
Would it be considered what?
Being frightened.
Um, yes, but not for the sake of getting advantage on your save.
Darn. Okay.
This is going to cut through the happiness of having a loving and doting wife back at home. It will transcend. Now, your nightmares might involve them, and that might be reason too for losing the disadvantage because it's that much more harrowing of an experience. But yeah, how would you like to tell us about your nightmares? What do you experience?
Uh, I feel like I'm gonna envision the house where wife and Kate are at, coming under attack, and me only being able to see it from a distance as I slowly watch the town kind of burn.
Oh no, that's terrible.
That is my nightmare. And I will definitely be writing to my wife and see if hopefully they are okay. Which I'm like, I know it might sound crazy, but I'm kind of a little freaked.
Hey, I only could carry water 10 gallons, so I'm going to have to hunt.
Water.
Nice. That is enough
Right.
water for the people, for the horses, for everybody. Fresh, clean water for everyone. Do be sure to mark off the spell slot spending. And you could have purchased rations prior to leaving if hunting is not something, or if food preparation was not something that you were equipped to do.
I'll go hunting.
All right, you'll have to go off trail to do that. Do you want to go to the left or to the right? You've got some woods on the left, you got some woods on the right.
Anyone else have a good survival skill?
I'm not horrible, but it's not something I have a proficiency in.
Come with me anyway for security reasons.
Sure. I will give him the help action.
Hey, there you go.
That way you get advantage.
I'll go to the left.
All right, so you and Armin in the woods out there. Go ahead and make your check. Nice. All right, so you are going to essentially you find some tracks of a small mammal, a pack of small mammals. You say, "Aha, I've got something here." And as you're following along, you see some blood on some leaves as you're passing through. And then you come out to, I don't want to call it a clearing, but it's a little space between trees. And you come upon a scene of a deer family. There are remains to the carcasses that you can harvest. And I say carcasses because they are freshly killed and partially eaten.
By another animal.
You know that they're deer just by what is left over, yes.
I mean, were they attacked by another animal?
Oh, that you don't know. There are what appears to be a need for an investigation check or a nature check. Yes, there are claw marks, teeth marks. Appears to be the nature of a an animal attack.
take whatever meat we could get.
Okay.
All right.
Then we just pick everything up and bring it back?
Yeah, we're burning back.
With a little bit of effort and arranging, yes, you can. I am going to need from both of you a perception check.
Ah, something I don't suck at. Well,
Mhm.
famous last words. Yep. Spoke too soon. That's an 8. Plus 6, 14.
All right. Arian Win, you are going to get. Actually, let me have Avra and Aster also please roll for me perception. Aster, I am sorry about the roll results you're getting today.
Oh man.
Avra
Oh,
is
you got a 20.
absolutely on top of it. Avra got a natural 20. All right, so Avra is actually going to, so before we get to Arianwin and Armin, Avra, your spider senses are tingling, hair on the back of your neck raises. You hear from both sides of the woods some tromping through the bushes. It is not casual. It sounds like something definitely coming toward you. Because you perk up on it, you have time to go and warn Aster to prepare him. Alternatively, I will give you any kind of pre-initiative action you would like to take. Whether it's like a spell, or if you want to command the wagons to respond, group up in a certain way, something. The alternative is rushing to Aster to give him warning. Your friends, of course, are in the woods, so Arianwin and Armin are unavailable for that.
So it's tell so it's tell Aster or do an action, not both.
Yes.
I feel like I'd be able to know once the fighting starts.
I am inclined to agree. So how far away are Armin and Arianwin?
That's a great question. You don't know. They went gallivanting off into the woods.
Well, because I'm trying to figure out if I can do this.
Oh, no, you can't point at them because you don't have line of sight.
Well, it says that if you're familiar with the creature and know it's beyond the barrier, that I can cast through solid objects. Oh, it also says 1 foot of stone, metal, or wood blocks the spell.
We might be over
There
the
are-
distance. I think it's 120 feet.
There are many feet of wood in between you and them.
Yeah. Okay. Then I'll just warn Aster.
Okay. I would actually place them roughly out here.
Yeah, I'll just warn him.
I shall put away the letter that I was writing to my wife.
All right. So then, neither of you will be surprised when it comes to initiative. I would like to turn now to Arianwen, whose perception was able to perk up. I'm going to offer you the same opportunity. You pick something up. Seems like some kind of something is coming through the bushes at you. You are unable to pinpoint the exact direction. You can take a pre-initiative action, or you can warn Armin so that he is not surprised in the first round.
Well, I'm going to look through the eyes of Onyx, see if I can see where they're located.
Before you make that option, that would be the action you take. if you choose to do so.
Can I see bushes moving or anything?
You personally, not yet. You haven't seen it. You've heard it.
Okay, I'm just gonna warn Armin. There's something coming.
Alrighty then. Then,
Cool.
to my chagrin, I will not have anybody in the surprise round. But good job looking out for your friends. That's teamwork, and you should be proud of yourself. I'm going to need to. Perfect.
Even if I had disadvantage, I still would have ended up with a straight initiative roll.
No disadvantage to initiative. A surprise round would have been a round in which you would have been able to have been attacked fully before the initiative round. All right, and I have a bunch of initiatives to roll.
Can you bring up a battle map?
You mean the page that you're on? Yes. Yes, I
Yeah.
did. That's where you're at.
That guy has a nice roll.
He got a 0 because they have -1 on their roll. Let's see, is that all of them? Feel like I missed one or two. Let me see.
A lot of bachelors.
All right, it for some reason did not register some of my rules, so bear with me a moment while I correct. That guy needs one. Let's see, is that guy? Yep, he's on the list. He's on the list. He's on the list. I saw that.
Get another beer.
And I think that guy got missed. No. So one. Maybe that guy. We'll see as things play out. Tromping slowly through the bushes, except for one of them. Alrighty then. We've got a turn order. We have some lizard-like creatures starting to materialize out of the bushes, charging from both sides of the road toward the wagons. Aryan, Wynn, and Armin, you are now very consciously aware of what caused the hurt to your hunted deer friends. DEER, not DEAR. But yes, let's see what you've got there, Armin. You are up. There are basilisks who are now visibly salivating, licking their lips, looking at you, eyes glowing. Brace yourself. What would you like to do, sir?
Well, we now know what's been happening to the caravans. All right. I
Um,
just get
As a side note, your patron, whose name was on his token, but I don't know if you caught that.
did not.
Rodocles, the Ledger is his nickname. I'll put that into the chat for the sake of being able to reference. He flat out said they were bandits. They were mostly humans that had attacked his previous shipment.
Can we roll anything to recognize these type of creatures?
That would take a nature check or history
All right.
for,
Um,
like, our bard might have heard tales.
Great.
All right, Avra, you do not have necessarily a way to communicate what you know. Um, let me. I'm just going to send this to you, Avra, in the Discord chat. There you go.
So does this count as correctly identifying a monster's trait?
Oh, it sure does.
Yay.
Oh my god, those are basilisks. I know them from songs and tales of woe. And again, in
14
the
doesn't
Discord
hit.
chat, I sent a message that will let you know something special.
So wait a second. Why am was I moved?
I have not moved your token. You are still with middle wagon.
Because I was supposed to be there. Because I
Yes, you
told
will have had
Aster.
an opportunity to warn Aster, so you are welcome to move in the vicinity of that wagon before initiative starts.
Yeah, sir. I thought maybe I imagined moving my token.
You are
But I
very
meant to move
creative.
when I told Aster. And so could I tell him what they are
On your
since I'm
turn,
next to him?
yes. He will not know about it
Okay, so
yet.
not until
Because,
next.
yeah, you just heard, like, bushes rustling, saw some leaves shaking, and you're like, oh shit, we're being surrounded by something coming out the woods, coming toward us. And then now that they've poked their heads out, you can see their faces, their eyes, and everything. You're like, oh my god, they're basilisks. I know about them. Meanwhile, Armin has indeed missed his swing on the target, but is able to graze
It
it.
takes, yeah, so it takes 5 damage from the first swing.
Yeah.
All right, I'll go for the second strike and close the distance. All right, let's roll this again. So 14 doesn't hit. I didn't think it would, but I figured I'd find out. Okay, well, it's going to get another 5 points of damage. And then I will punch it. Or my bonus action. Okay, I'll take what I can get there. So total of 19 points of damage.
God damn it. That is. Oh, I hate the compendium sometimes. Like, that's such a useless. Why even put that in there? Why waste my time with that? Really?
Why laugh?
I'm trying to get information, and it is being incredibly uncooperative.
That'll also be the end of my turn.
Okay. Nine
If you have to,
damage.
you could Google Basilisk to give you all the information.
I am aware. All right, so Armin has bravely charged forward to face one of the lizard-like creatures, doing considerable damage to it. Aster,
Let out a roar.
what's that?
Just let out a roar.
You want to roar?
Yeah, that's it. Just as part of
Mightily.
the attack. Just
Rah.
mightily roar. Rawr.
Armin is mighty. Let it be heard. All right, so we've got Aster next up in the order.
I'll shoot
So
this one that I can see.
You can see all of them except for the ones that Arianwin and Armin are fighting. Those ones are out of view, but all of the others that are coming in, you can see. Thwip, and you're firing at the one furthest southeast over yonder. All right.
Yeah.
That is going to score a hit. Thwack. Holy crap. That's a lot of freaking longbow damage.
That sneak attack.
You do not have advantage on the shot against him.
I have an advantage on whenever they haven't had a turn yet. How can I put this in chat?
Don't worry about it. I know what you're referring to, and yes, that would confer advantage to him because he has not yet acted.
Mm-hmm.
So that absolutely will give you the sneak attack. Perfecto.
And I shall move over here, and that'll end my turn.
All right, he will just barely be able to get both of you. Avra and Aster. There's a flash from the basilisk's eyes that you just shot. Is rumbling out toward you. You feel your joints beginning to stiffen.
Come on.
You may use, of course, any kind of inspiration to reroll that. Avra says no. Is that another natural 20 you rolled over there? How many dragons are eating your dice on Beyond today?
But none are for intelligence checks. But for Aster,
I can use
wait, never
this,
mind.
I think. So I'll do that and use the second wind.
To get a D10. All right, you only need 4.
How do I roll this? Do I just manually input?
1d10.
You can either type into the chat /R space 1d10, or on the left-hand side, there's a dice icon you can use and click buttons. That is going to give you success.
Nice.
You are able to resist the petrifying gaze of the basilisk. Congratulations on your survival. You do still feel like that stiffening of the joints, and you're like, oh God, looking at them is terrible. It's like a Medusa, only not as potent. Everyone is familiar with Medusa. They've heard the tales. They know about the things and stuff. So that's what you'll be thinking of. Like, oh, these creatures are like the snake-haired lady. Moving along, we've got Ms. Arianwen up in the woods with Armin. What would you like to do?
Charge the one near Armin.
Did you, I don't recall, do you have the charger feat?
Yeah.
Excellent. And you definitely have the 10 feet available to charge up there. A 16 is going to hit. What are the extra d8s of damage there? Let's see.
Primal
Charge
strike
attack and primal.
charge.
Ooh, this is your first use of primal strike. What kind of element emits from your magic down the lance as you are piercing it?
Thunder.
You've been thunderstruck. Anyone who's old enough to know AC/DC. Creature screeches, unworldly howl, being pierced by the lance. That is an awesome use of your charge. All of those things coming together.
Plus it has reach, so I'm just gonna move over this.
Well, you did have to close the distance with the charge because you were that close. You can move there after the strike because you do have movement left over.
Yeah.
So it's almost like a run by shank as you're curving around. Curse stab. Sound of
They get
thunder
an attack of
shaking the
opportunity.
trees.
No, it's got reach. It has no attack.
So with the charge, because you needed that 10 feet, he would get an attack of opportunity.
No, the lance is 5 feet.
Right, but in order to close the distance for the charge, you needed to get. You were right next
Yeah.
to it.
I was more than 10 feet.
You were exactly 10 feet.
You could get attacked out soon.
Yeah. He will chomp at your ankles as you're riding by, but will miss. Arianwen is okay.
30 feet away from me.
The basilisk, having missed a chomp at Arianwen, is going to turn his head and try to chomp at Armin. And miss. That pierced wound in its side, the amount of bleeding it's doing and everything, definitely caused some internal damage. Screeches a little bit and just moving and writhing about, trying to make the bite. See, that one moved. I am going to have it dash because I can't do anything else. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we'll be able to come charging out of the bushes toward Aster, but will not be able to attack yet.
I apologize. So the creature that is within 5 feet of me took an opportunity attack. Is that correct?
Yes, it is.
Okay, then I use my reaction to hit it with Sentinel.
What are
And
the limitations on uses of Sentinel, just so I know? Is it like once per turn? Is it once per long rest?
oh no, I can use it every turn. But a creature who takes an opportunity attack within 5 feet of me.
Yeah, Sentinel's pretty good.
I'm not seeing the opportunity attack part. I do see disengage.
Or attacks a target other than you with an attack.
Hits a target. He missed.
Okay.
That's true.
Fun semantics. Wah wah. I am sorry. Arianwin, if you want to allow the creature to bite you, Armin can probably finish it off.
No.
It's a sacrifice move. It's up to you.
No, I think I'll pass it.
All right. Um, that will lead us next to Avra.
Okay. The one by Aster, I'm going to attack with a Dissonant Whispers. So that's a. Wait, no. I'm going to
Wait,
attack
no.
it with a. That's an 18 to hit.
Ooh, a firebolt. That's definitely going to hit. Aster will feel the heat of the
13
firebolt
fire.
going over his, well, next to the side of him. I was going to say over his shoulder, but definitely not from Avra's
There.
position.
I'll just shift over a bit. I don't
Just
want
shoot him from between his legs.
Whoosh. The firebolt hits, flames licking across the scales of the basilisk, screeches and roars, looks over at you, is unsure if it wants to charge at Aster or at Avra now. We'll find out soon. I think
And
it's a
then,
whole bunch of basilisk activity after that. And then?
for my bonus action, I'm gonna do Spiritual Weapon. Did that roll to hit? Is the 11 to hit?
Is it a
Does
bonus
that hit?
action to cast?
Spiritual weapon?
Or to move
Yeah.
and direct?
It says casting time 1 bonus action.
That is awesome. And cheesy.
And I remembered how
that
my
I had...
mechanics work, so I didn't cast a leveled spell.
Of
I think for
course.
like the first
Good
time,
call.
like ever. I remembered how those spells work.
Oh, they made the Transmogrifier a pro feature now. What a bunch of douches. Let's see. I want to pull, just because I have a spiritual weapon token, I think, in the Ravnica game. That's all I want to do is pull that over so it'll go quicker.
Yeah, spiritual weapon is a good spell. Like,
Yeah, it is.
Yes. Well, and once, like after this turn, I can cast a leveled spell and still use it. Like, move it and
like
stuff.
redirect it, yeah. All right,
Which is
so I want to
great.
put that in the folder with summons. Do. Put it there, and then open the folder, and then drop it in. Spiritual weapon. Let me make sure that you will be able to edit and control it. It may not look like the weapon that you choose. If you would like to better define that, we can come up with a better token for it. But for now, spiritual weapon will come into play. And
I
then
figured her spiritual weapon would be a borrower seat or something.
It's a bow.
Nice.
Because Nylea is
Yeah, that
Yeah.
tracks.
so an 11 is going to miss
I figured.
upon its arrival. I'm just going to put it next to you. You can use your bonus actions and stuff to move it and do stuff right now. You have a summoned sparkly celestial bow. Looks like it
I thought
is.
I thought it was a sword.
It's whatever you
You
want.
can pick what it is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I just have a sword for the token right now from borrowing it from the other game. All right, awesome. So that is, I believe, I think you still have a little bit of movement left if you want. Otherwise, is that the end of your turn?
Yeah.
I'll try to put a bow token together for you.
Cool.
Thanks.
All celestial and sparkly. Looks like it comes from the Nyx, so it has like that kind of
Yep.
starry effect. Yeah, super cool.
Yeah, I can totally do that.
Alrighty, so then there are a bunch of lizard creatures that are going to be acting now. A lot of them are just going to be dashing. Yeah, he was too far away to use his thing. Let's see. Aha, excellent. So the other basilisk that is harassing Arianwen and Armin is going to use the flash of the eyes gaze attack. Armin and Arianwen, can I please get a constitution save? And as your joints begin to stiffen, beat a 12.
Oh, you could look at both of them?
It's a cone.
It is a cone. I think I'm okay.
Armin says no.
The phone is forward. Is it? So how can you reach me?
What's that?
If it's a cone, how do you reach me?
It's a cone.
Because it
Yeah.
starts from him and goes out. So let me break out the measuring tool and have it broadcast to others. And
Yep,
30-foot
totes.
cone.
Oh, there's another one over there. I didn't see it.
Oh, yes.
It was-
Watch your 6, Arianwen. There is another. Or I guess that's your 9. Watch your 9. Arianwen also says no. Both of you guys getting a dirty 20. Nice. All right, so that is that one. This one will come skittering out of the bushes as well. And then finally, wait, let me go back. Let me see here. I think that he's going to be able to try to get both of you guys. And move. Ha ha ha. I think from that angle, one of them. Actually, no. It's not a reflection. All right. Can I please have a save from Avra and Aster as another petrifying gaze is laid upon thee? Aster says no. Avra barely says no, whispers no.
Oh, whisper. No, you back. back.
Is your whisper dissonant? All right, so at the top of the order, Armin the Orphan. You have a near-to-death basilisk bleeding out before you. There's another that just tried to freeze you with its creepy gaze to the left.
Finish it
Oh.
off. Armin.
I'm working on it.
Finish him.
I'm hoping that hit.
That is a direct hit, sir. Cur death. Otherworldly screech. This one, rather than aggressive, is a little bit forlorn.
Vitality.
Teeters and dies.
Hey, there's one behind you, but everyone else kind of ran the other direction.
I would like to add, Armin, you still have attacks left and all of your movement.
Yep. So this is actually going to work out for me. Give me
Because
1
of
second here.
reach
I got to
and stuff. Oh, okay, gotcha.
not even reach. I just got to. This is actually going to work. All right, great. I will. Okay, it's 55 feet, so that actually works. So the one I'm going to, put it back on the select tool. I'm going after this one. I will take the dash action to get over there, which then allows me to do the following. As I pull up features and traits, and gets down to here.
Charging in with the horns. I love it. Every time.
Yep.
Hey, I have a side question for you. It's been some time. Has Avra replaced the flowers on your horns? Is that like a regular feature? Was that special for the games and stuff? Well, I know
I'll leave that up to
it
Avra.
happened
Avra?
before. I'm just wondering if it's a permanent feature. They about to get bloody. If not, like the original ones would have passed.
Oh yeah, totally. But
I mean, if Armin would let her, she would.
he wouldn't stop her.
Woohoo!
And
Free decorations.
Yeah, because she's been around for the longest out of all the remaining characters of the group, so he considers her a friend. So she's like, I got new flowers for you. And you're like, all right, sure.
She still remembers the dress.
Aw.
She's the only one left who does.
The dress incident. As a special feature, since that's kind of becoming a thing, not that it'll come up often, but Armin, if you want to put somewhere in your notes, if Avra, and now Avra, you're going to have to actively do this now at the beginning of chapters. If Armin has Avra's flowers, he gets a +1 to all social interactions.
Nice.
Doesn't help you with stabbing the basilisk, but it's cool, and you're pretty. Continue as you will with your goring rush.
I will take the pretty action. All right. So let's do the unarmed strike for the horns.
Seduce the basilisk.
Oh, that's something I'll save for later. Never mind.
I have. I want this to actually hurt him so that I get his attention. So I'm going to spend my inspiration from early higher than 14 because I know 14 doesn't hit from previous rounds.
It is a miss. Let's see what you got.
All right, let's try it one more time.
Well, if
That'll do.
6 is going to hit.
It's fairly certain that would hit. All right, so the horns are a D6, so I'm just going to use the unarmed strike thing for the damage.
Sure. Makes sense.
All right, it got 8 points from me.
Curse stab. So you can see these basilisks are charging in the direction of Aster in the third wagon here. That one, you definitely have gained the attention of.
I will roar again. And
Roar.
the main reason I'm roaring is not to intimidate them. It's to let the fucking wagons know that there's a problem. Like,
Yeah,
hopefully they
they're
hide
panicking.
inside and just...
Now
Yeah,
that
I
a
want them
little
to just
bit
hide
has
inside the
cleared,
wagons and stay out of the fight.
this wagon is going to be able to close the distance a little bit with the other one so that they can kind of buddy up and stay out of the fray. This one, unfortunately, is trapped with all of the shenanigans and goings on. The horses are definitely rearing at the arrival of the basilisk there in the middle of the road. Not liking the smell of those at all.
But the main reason I left Ariane one alone was that they are a grown, competent adult, and with magic on their side, I don't see them having a time taking out another basilisk.
Oh, yeah. Well, and there were so many more. Like, you definitely heard, you're familiar with the sound of skirmish in the distance. You know that the wagons were in peril. So I don't count that as abandoning Aryan Wen. It's up to her if she considers that, because you just like finished off the basilisk and then took off like, hey, look out for that one, and then poof, charging away.
I'm good, Aster and Evans.
All right.
Yeah, I was concerned about the people who would not do well in a big beast fight.
How many of those? I think I had 3 who attempted to use. I forgot to do their potential for recharge. So the first one did not, but the others do. So I'm just going to put an X here that says they cannot use their thing again. Well, that's a pity because it is their turn. 1,
Wait, did I go?
2, 3. No, you did not. I apologize. I got all excited for basilisks. Aster, please, your turn. With my apologies.
I'll swap over to rapier and dagger because I still have the regular daggers since the silver ones are being worked on.
Right.
And I will attack with dagger. Oh wait, I gotta take off the advantage and the sneak attack because it's not doing that. I don't think that hits.
I unfortunately have to agree. It is going to glance harmlessly off of the scales of the beast. That one also unable to penetrate the hide. You're stabbing at it and you realize you need to focus, try to get in between the scales. Put a little more oomph into it.
Question with this, does this mean this would be 2 attacks with an action, and then would I still be able to use the bonus action?
Um.
Do they have the light property?
Well, yeah, because it's a dagger. The rapier.
Yeah, then the dagger could.
List. I'm gonna make this extra attack only once per turn.
Yeah, basically you could do like a rapier attack, the dagger attack, and then as a bonus action you could do an extra dagger attack.
Yeah, that's how I interpret it, yeah. It pretty much saves your bonus action.
Then I shall do another dagger attack.
Hacking away. Stab, stab, stab. All right, there you go. You got it.
Oop, acquired!
Good nick for 5 damage. Find a place where Avra's fire had charred a place, provided a little bit of a bullseye for you to stab in between scales. Successfully jab in there. Very nice. And will you be using any of your movement?
No, I think I'll just stay there.
Okie dokie. Yeah, so the basilisk I was all excited for is going to close the distance on Avra and attempt to take a bite. They don't get their gaze anymore. Avra, would you like to take an attack of opportunity upon the basilisk who got caught up in the bushes trying to chomp at you?
I would love to do that. So I have Warcaster, which means that I can use a spell for an opportunity attack, right? I mean, that's what it says.
Absolutely. I will agree with
Okay.
what it says.
Whooping that shit.
Wait, which one was it?
The one to your bottom right,
There's two that
southwest.
makes sense.
Yeah.
This one? Okay. So it's
He's got an arrow sticking out of his hide from Aster's first shot.
yeah. And even though I clarified that, I am going to attack it with a weapon. Does a 15 hit?
A 15 does hit.
Wow.
So you are
I'm
not
so
casting
good.
a spell? Obviously.
No, because apparently all of my attacking spells are ranged. I could heal it, but I don't really want to do that. So
Might make a friend, I don't know. Curse stab.
I think
Able
I'll
to
be okay.
further bring hurt to the wound provided by the arrow shot. A little bit of a slice there. Well, good job, Basilisk. You're not supposed to be hurt on your turn. Arianwin is up next. Alone in the bushes. To clarify, you do have, if you close the distance with the Basilisk, you can get your charge in. You are exactly 10 feet away from that one again.
Yeah,
Or
what
do
I'm
whatever
gonna
else you want.
do is a 10-foot reach, so I'm gonna move 5 foot this way, and I'll move 10 feet and attack.
Lance attack. Ooh, that is going to miss. As the Basilisk hisses at you in response.
Okay, I moved 15 feet, so move back to my 40 feet max.
Alrighty then. And that will be Arianwin's turn. Alright, well, that Basilisk is dead, so it doesn't get to take an action. That one is not dead, so it will be able to take a bite attempt upon our friend Aster. With a 19. That's going to hit. Kerchomp.
Yeah.
Yeah, about that. Chop for 7 damage. Looking down, you see there's these things when their maws are open, dripping with saliva. See a little bit of black tendrils coming out from the bite wounds. Doesn't cause the poison ed condition, simply deals damage in poisonous form.
Oh, both. Yeah. So it's 16 total, right?
Yep.
Let me see here. What is
Because it has two bite piercing and bite poison.
But did
So
it
it looks like it
roll
does an
all
extra
of the?
2d6. It did.
Because it's supposed
6
to be
plus 3.
2d6 of both.
Oh, yeah, no. If they hit you, it's violent.
It's bad, yeah. But it's supposed to be a total of 4d6. It's 2d6 piercing and then 2d6 poison.
Yep.
Yeah, they're there.
They're right there.
That's just two separate rolls.
Oh my god, I was only looking at the last result. I wasn't looking at both. I'm an idiot. I was just seeing, yep, bite damage poison. I didn't look right above it. It says bite damage piercing. Duh. Okay. I apologize again. I'm not very observant today.
At that in the Espergenesis game, you guys had to help me out through that too.
All right, so a very ferocious bite from the basilisk, upset at having been stabbed and fire blasted, getting its revenge. Avra, you're finding yourself starting to get surrounded there, or at least harassed on multiple sides. It is your turn.
I have a question about the spiritual weapon. So since I missed last time, can I still, like, is it still there? Like, I can move it as a bonus action and I just didn't hit last time? Or do I need to, like, try to completely recast it again?
No, it is cast out, and even missing, like it's still going to be there. Like you don't have to hit to keep it there. The only thing to consider is that it's concentration. That's all. So
Yeah.
everything that
Okay.
comes
I
with
just
that.
wasn't. Yeah, I just wasn't sure if it was there or not.
Yeah. And then, yeah, it is only a bonus action to move it and attack. So until you get hit, you do not need to worry about it.
Will this hit myself?
If you slide it over a little bit, it won't.
Yeah, you can arrange it to not be. What spell are you doing?
Trying to do shatter.
And you're wanting to arrange it in such a way that it hits all foes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm still on cone, my bad. If you hold Alt, I think you might be able
there.
to.
Does that hit all three?
You just have to adjust it slightly.
Yeah, so by the way of it being where it is, like if you tighten it and move it and stuff, like you can squeeze it into such a way that I'll allow you to hit all three of those guys without harming yourself. So yes, go for it. Where did my
So that's a con
basilisk
save
sheet go?
15.
All right, I am going to go north to south here. None of them are going to make the save.
Okay. So that's 10 thunder damage on each of them.
Shaking the leaves in the trees. Thunderous boom goes out. They recoil a little bit from the flash. As Avra mightily commands the shatter.
And then to attack the weakest.
And when you're casting your spells, because you're a bard, is there an, as far as the verbal components, like do you make it kind of melodious? Do you sing like a phrase? Or is it like a single word command? I'm just curious for the sake of flavor.
I think it's funny if she's just singing all the time.
Okay, cool. And then so then when you actually hit like the final part of the invocation, like a little bit of force in the word.
Yeah.
Curd blast. Awesome. All right, and
I just
then
cannot hit with this thing.
uh,
Really bad.
you can. You have my permission. Whether or not you're successful is different. But yes, that celestial arrow will fizzle in the grass, in the ground, having missed the basilisk. But worth a try. With those being your action and bonus action, will you be utilizing any movement?
No, because I don't want to trigger an opportunity.
Oh, please. That wagon is looking nice and warm and cozy over there. All right, so this basilisk was not distracted by Armin's charge. He is going to move up so that he, she, it, they can employ. I'm just going to roll the d6 first for the recharge. You guys know it's coming. All right. He does not recharge. I am going to need a con save from Aster and from Avra, please. And I am going to put an X there because he cannot do that again. He, she, it, they
Bro.
cannot do that again. Wow, you guys are very much resisting
A lot of middle
eyes of the
finger action.
basilisks. Yeah. Very nice. This one is going to rely on a more rudimentary approach with a chomp upon Avra. He's gonna miss. Hard no. And that is that one. That one sees Arya and Wynn trying to get away. 1, 2, 3, 4. Can close the distance and attempt to bite. Kerr chomp at Arya and Wynn. Ooh, just shy of Arya and Wynn's AC. Unsuccessful as the two are tromping out of the edge, the tree line there now. There's one that is left that can attack Armin. There is one that can attempt its gaze upon Aster and Avra. Let's try to bite Armin first. Kerr chomp. Ooh, it can do the dog with the toy head spinny chomping down onto the leg. Grrr. Letting those teeth sink in.
Ouch.
Very ouch. But Armin is pretty buff. He has almost 100 hit points. And can use his reaction to roll a d12, reduce damage.
Wow.
I take
Damn.
2 points.
Nice roll. So the tearing back and forth of the head, like the chew toy action, is really just trying to get through your fur and your boots and stuff, trying to get purchase. The teeth barely sinking in. I would say that it wasn't even able to deliver any poison. It had just got a little bit of piercing from the bite. Perhaps a little bit of internal soreness. They do have pretty powerful jaws.
He's just looking down at it. It's kind of looking at him, and he's just like, whatever.
Aw, cute little thing. Trying to play. All right, I'm going to need again, Avra, Aster, another con save. Aw. Running out of eye glow. Ooh. Not looking so great, Ms. Avra. Have you a means to improve that, or are you taking the result of 5?
Yeah, I actually have a couple of inspiration. So. Wow. Well, I'm not gonna waste more than one, so I will be restrained.
Restrained. So as a friendly reminder, your speed is 0. You have disadvantage on your attacks, and creatures will have advantage against you. And you have disadvantage on Dex saving throws. But that was the end of the round, so conditions might change. You did see that the basilisk came down, closed the distance after its gaze. It's kind of coming at you from another angle. If they didn't already have advantage, I would like to note the status. You are currently flanked. So bear that in mind as well. Poor Avra now surrounded by death. At the top of the order, I need to ask you guys, because we're at time, I don't mind going another round, even a couple, but I know time frames are different for everybody. Do we need to pause and close here? Shall we do another round? Is there anyone that has morning obligations?
Oh, I absolutely do.
Okay. Well then, let us go ahead then and pause our fight there. We've got everything noted in the chat there. We've got our turn order. We're at the top of said turn order. We can pick up exactly right here in our next session. By the calendar, technically, since we skipped ahead, I don't mind if we do next week or the week after, since we're starting the month again, like the start of a new month. So up to you guys. Do you want to have our next session on the 3rd or the 10th?
I can do next week still.
Yeah?
Yeah, it works for me.
Yeah, I work on the 10th, so next week would be preferable, actually.
Oh, okay. Cool. Well, that's good. I'm glad that I asked, because normally it would have fallen on the 10th, but yeah. So that's awesome. All right. So then we'll be able to see you guys then, same bat time and channel next week.
Yep, on the 10th I'll be in Vegas.
Oh, wow. That is a lot of convenient timing for just asking that simple question.